What's good, peoples? Puede poner la luz. Yeah. What's good? Come on in. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Come on in. Come on in. We're gonna make this happen. Pardon me. I was planning to do this at 6:30. However, it seems to be getting dark pretty soon, and so I'm gonna go in early. Everybody else could catch up on this later on. You know, y'all can get this. So y'all come on in, and we're gonna go on in. We're gonna go in. What's good, people? Indigo Mela, Sharon, Tev, Avron, Eric. Welcome, 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 welcome. What's good, Reflection? Gene. I think we ready. I think we ready because I don't want to hold on, because once it gets dark, you know, I'm turning it in, and it's night for me. So we're gonna run into this topic. We're gonna talk about Honduras, Dr. Sebi, and his legacy of health and what has it done. And but before I get into that, I want to let certain people know. I think y'all know who y'all are already. You have people requesting to come down and say, "Hey, I want to come down." And my last live, I asked this certain individual, "Let me know when. Let me know when." I didn't get a reply of when. Sometime next year. When next year? Because I might not have that available for you next year. So it's nice to tell me when. If you tell me sometime next year, I don't know anything about sometime next year. I'm dealing with people who know exactly what they're doing. Exactly. With details. So if you tell me, oh, sometime next year, sometime next year, man, you know, that might not be there next time. Next year. So, you know, I just want to let you know on that. Because I guess some people have the idea that, well, I guess they don't really know what my phone looks like, and so when it's hard for, I mean, it's so many, and I get through that I go through, so sometimes I don't get to you in time, man. Stop getting all in your emotions. If I don't get into you in time, you know what? I apologize, right? Try again. If you're really serious, and plus to tell you one thing, I can't stop you from coming to the tropics. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait on me. I can't stop you. And plus, I'm not the only one. So, but keep trying, man. If for some reason, keep trying. Usually, when you say, "Hey, look, I like to do this and that," usually you into details. Usually, you know, you have that thing all straightened out, and you leaving no stone left unturned. And so when I look at it, I'm like, yo, this dude know what he's talking about. You like, yo, it's going to be sometime next year. At first, you're going to tell me, hey, look, I don't need a big spot, man. I can make it work with 20 by 20. And then you tell me you want to plant you got 4,000 seeds, 4,000 of Dr. Sebi seeds that you want to plant. And I'm like, from Jamaica, and you want to bring it. And I'm like, really? I'm like, why would you want to do that? I'm like, why you want to bring Dr. Sebi's herbs from Jamaica to Honduras? If you could find all of it in Honduras. And why would you want to waste space to plant? And you could find it all over freaking Honduras. I could walk down the street and be like, oh, freaking Domilon. And you know what? It's all over the place. So what you trying to plant? That tells me already you don't even know what you're talking about. And you some type of healer. Either you never been to Honduras, or you don't really know what the herb Dr. Sebi uses. So, you know, be a little more clear, and I hope I answered your question on that part. Because Dr. Sebi He's the one who brought real health to us. Because prior to Dr. Sebi, they was doing it to us. He's the one who brought to light alkaline in acidity, and brought the difference in on what and how the body runs. The body runs on electricity, and alkaline charges the body, right? And so he brought in the herbs, right, that are high in alkaline. However, you do need to clean your system, because most of the diseases one has, before you go into any health, right, before you talk about health, the first thing in health is your environment that you're living in. That's the first thing anybody should tell you about health, because they know that your body works off electricity, and it works off of the 4 major elements. So if you're in a part of the world that you cannot receive these 4 elements, right? Talking about fire being the sun, vitamin B, water, earth, and air. Earth meaning a food that grows from the earth with a pH more than 7.2, right? If the pH is under zero or less, then it's acidic, right? And we know that bacteria, certain negative bacteria and viruses thrive in a acidic body. However, we do know that your location, where you're at, and who's the person who said Babylon? Yeah, Babylon is a state of mind. Everything's a state of mind. Everything is mental. But however, the way you thinking should lead you to a place. And that place is a place in your mind as well, because you are in your mind as well. But it will lead you to a more healthier place. If you get what I'm saying? So if you in the northern hemisphere and you getting carbon monoxide poisoning in the air because you have so many vehicles that's running in there, right? And you got so many fumes that's going into the air. You don't have enough you don't have enough trees, right, producing oxygen. So you're not going to get a healthy oxygen level. Right, so you're missing up on oxygen. Your water is being tampered with fluoride and chlorine. So you bathing, you like, well, I don't drink the water, but you're bathing in it, and when you bathe in it, you have pores, and the water goes into your pores. So you might as well be drinking it. You feel? And you already know they spraying you with roach spray, chemtrails. Excuse me, they spraying you with chemtrails. So the chemtrails, even the microwaves that's going on with these by being inside a square building with all the electrical wires that's going through. You in a building made out of iron, and you got these high power electrical wires going through, and you know what happens with iron and positive negative charges, right? With electricity, it magnetizes iron. So people get clumps of iron inside their blood, right? Or the iron in their blood, because you have iron in your blood, and if it becomes magnetized, then it clumps up. Women start getting breast cancer and stuff, or a lump in their breast. It's like, oh, I got a lump in my breast. That's because you sit in a cubicle, probably, right? And you have all these high-power electrical wires, and the building, it has iron beams in it, and you're sitting in there 24/7 inside AC, and you're getting freon poisoning because that's what you're breathing in, right? So automatically, you're creating mucus in your system. And mucus is an insulator of electricity. It stops electricity from flowing. So once your cells are not receiving the oxygen level that it needs, or any of the 4 elements that it needs, it becomes, what you call it, fear starts to set in. Fear sets in, and what happens to cells? What happens to you when fear sets in? You produce adrenaline, right? And adrenaline is a negative charge. So your cells are not communicating. Your cells don't communicate; they close up. When your body produces adrenaline because of fear, worries, your environment, then your adrenaline. What happens is your blood, your immune system starts going to the surface of your skin. It goes to your arms and your legs. Anxiety. And so then what you have is what fear is producing. Your immune system is no longer fighting bacteria. Is no longer fighting all the negative viruses and bacteria in the body, because it's moving to the surface, because you in a fright mode. You in a fear mode. Fright or flight, right? So cells automatically close off and stop communicating. Then sickness sets in. The telomeres on your chromosomes, right? On the end of your chromosome, there's something called telomeres at the end, and they stay elongated when you're in the right environment, right? However, when you're in a toxic environment, they shorten up, and they can't produce cells anymore, and that's when aging sets in, right? Because you're not receiving the 4 elements. Don't you know that the cancer cells, don't you know that the European mentality, the ones who's running the 7 major European countries that's running the United States, don't you know they study this? Don't you know they study biology, which is you? They know exactly what's going to happen to a cell, because your whole body is a cell, right? This is what they do, right? They study nature, not to live in harmony with nature. They study nature so that they can control nature, so they can control you, because you are nature, right? So they take a cell of yours and they put it in a petri dish, and they put the environment that you in. They put the type of oxygen you're receiving in your environment. You in the city, they take the air. They know what kind of oxygen level it is. They put it in this petri dish, and they put in fluoride water, the type of water you're going to be intaking, the food that you're going to be intaking, and they already know how long that cell is going to live. They know that cell is going to start reproducing in such and such amount of time. That cell will need this and this to make it feel better, to produce a little bit more cells. And so they make pharmaceutical synthetic drugs to make that cell feel a little better for a while. They doing this. They already know. Some people say Babylon's a state of mind. You can do the same thing in Babylon. Nah, you can't. Because they suffocating your cells from communicating by messing with the 4 major elements. Follow? Do you follow? So now you have Dr. Sebi, who brought all of this to light. He said alkaline, right? Alkaline is what makes your battery charged. You know, alkaline is what makes your battery run. It's like, you know, the batteries, it has a positive, negative charge. Everything is positive, negative charges, by the way. And don't you know, have a liquid inside alkaline batteries that charges it? Same thing with you. That's what charges you. Really, you know, you have some people up in the States and they still receiving Dr. Sebi's herbs up in the States. And I'm like, really? You know, that almost defeats the purpose, because you in that environment, right? And then you just healing yourself for a little while. Because you in that environment. The environment is the key thing that reads your genes. Your gene play out is because of your environment, the quality of elements that your body receiving. They just taking away those elements and they got you. They know that. So once we become conscious of alkaline and acidity, and what's acid when you eat, what's acidity? Acidity is poultry, fish, eggs, meat. It's muscle. Because when you eat muscle, that's what you're eating. When you're eating meat, you're eating muscle. So when you eat muscle, you're eating there's uric acid that you're in the muscle. It's urine. It's urine that's in the muscles, and you're eating that. And there's ammonia as well that's in that meat. Oh, your protein, your body produces protein automatically. It's your environment that reads your genes. It's not anything else. It's your environment that decides whether this gene is going to play out. Whether you have a cancer gene or whatever gene, it doesn't mean it's going to be read out unless your body vibrates on a lower frequency, a lower vibration, where those viruses that's dormant because you're not vibrating on that vibration. But if you lower your vibration to their vibration where they could thrive, right, and reproduce, and then you become, then it's what they be called, what's called sick, right, or what you get dis-ease, because you're lowering your body's vibration to the vibration of certain microorganisms that's in your body naturally. Not naturally, some you intake it by what you put. You got foreign parasites that you put in your body because you're eating stuff that we shouldn't be eating. And so, if you're really interested in your health, the first thing you would do, you would change your environment. You would know, yeah, I could eat right. I could stop eating. Let me start eating fruits and vegetables. But we still showering in chloride water. We still going to swimming pools with chlorine, right? And we still getting chemtrail. We still breathing in carbon monoxide. So we stay in this environment. The environment has UVA rays. You're getting sun, but you're getting UVA radiation. Radiation poisoning, which slows. We have melanin, but it slows down our vibration. That's why melanated beings with the UVB, right, consciousness, right, conscious aware people realize that etheric beings, ether is beaming in through the sun, and it's more available at the equator because that's where it's more hot at. And so when you receive these four elements, right, which activates the fifth element, in certain chemicals in our brain, like dopamine is a liquid, by the way, that your pineal gland produces, right, that gives you the feeling of love. That's why when you're in love, right, when you love yourself, your cells start reproducing immaculately and vibrantly. They know this because they study this. They put cells in a petri dish and they know your body is a cell. They know that your skin is the cell membrane and you have all your receptors. You have your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth. You got hair all over your body, whether you can see it or not. And so it's your skin that picks up the signals from your environment, the codes from your environment, as well as you eating the fruit or the food intake and the water intake. You're not drinking water that's in a plastic bottle, where plastic is made out of petroleum, right? And they tell you, oh, this is safe. The FDA is telling you it's safe, and we be like, oh, it's safe. You follow? So we had this being Dr. Sebi, who brought all of this information, a lot of this information of how we eat to light. He brought it. We take advantage of that. Can you hear me? I'm freezing up. Alright, am I freezing up? Hold up, we trying to see. If y'all can hear me, press 1 or something like that. Cause I'm getting a signal here that my broadcast is freezing up. We good? We good. Where was I? So we have Dr. Sebi who introduced alkaline on how certain cancer cells can't thrive in an alkaline body. And you have people saying, oh, so-and-so have cancer, and it's what you're eating. What you're drinking, what kind of UVB rays are you receiving? And of course the doctor's not going to tell you, oh, you need to stop eating that red meat. Oh, you need to stop that sugar. That processed sugar is what cancer cells, that's where they get their energy from. Processed sugar, alcohol, all that acid stuff. That you want to know what's acid and what's alkaline, man. They got this pH device, right? You could Google it, man. It's a pH, how to tell if your food is alkaline, what percent of alkaline your food has. So you get your plants and you get your herbs, you get your roots, and what you do is you boil it, right, to get the properties out. Then you get that water, right, and you put the tester in it, and it'll tell you the pH level. That way ain't nobody can tell you this is alkaline, this ain't alkaline. And so when you test it, and they have a scale of what is alkaline and what is acidity, and you test it, and that's how you test that. You follow? So that way ain't nobody can say, well, this is alkaline, that's ain't alkaline. You taking somebody else's words, go do it yourself, and you can find out if what you have is alkaline or not. And 9 out of 10 times, if you're getting, I mean, your body should be more, it should be 70% alkaline anyways, so it could thrive in a natural environment. I'm not saying like up north that you can't. What I'm saying is you have your government that's making that situation a lot harder, because they actually know what time we living in. They know consciousness. This is the time in the Aquarian age that ether, or this is the time where the galaxies are lining up with the solar system are lining up with the center of the galaxy. And when you line up in the center, you get the original ether that created the universe coming through. That was your whole thing about the planetary alignments, because you have the planets aligning. It's not, energy is not bouncing off of each squares or conjunctions, is coming straight through. And so we waking up, and they know you waking up, so they're going to try to stop you from waking up. So they're going to hit you off with a whole bunch of foods. They're going to tell you this is good, this is bad. They're going to use microwaves from the towers that's going to depolarize positive negative charges. That's what they're trying to do, because they know your body runs off of positive negative charges. And so they know this, man. And Dr. Sebi, as I said, came clear with what food you could. There's a lot of groups, man. Dr. Sebi groups that puts out what food is alkaline and what is not. If you have any doubt, you can go ahead and get a pH device, and you can check the acidity yourself, the alkaline level yourself. That way, ain't nobody got to sell you any bullshit. You dig? So, and for those that want to come down here, you know, I can't stop you from coming down here. You don't need me to tell you to come down here. And if I don't get back to you in an orderly in the way you like, I apologize, man. I'm busy. Give me more time, and I'll get to you. I usually get to everyone, but give me some time. And if you plan on coming next year anyways, it's somewhere what in June, July, then you know, relax. Like I said, I can't stop you from coming. You're gonna want to, if you have it in you, you're gonna do it anyways. You ain't gonna need me to tell you to come. You're gonna find a way. You're gonna figure it out. So I think I got that out. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? What was that pretty much clear? I mean, we you know, we have a lot of information on, you know, we're in the information age. We got a lot of BS information as well, right? However, when it comes down to what you're putting in your mouth right now, nowadays, you know, that's pretty much a done deal. Because if you know anything, your mind works off of positive, negative charges. The way you visualize, or the way your holographic mind works on positive and negative charges. It works on whether your body is alkaline or not. That goes into when you're trying to visualize your reality. Because if you could visualize your reality in your mind with colors, you could, even with a smell. The universe has no choice to. That's just as real as me talking to you right now, and that has to play out in your reality. That's why they're trying to stop you from using your mind, and because they know what elements your mind works off of. So they give you milk does your body good. They give you, oh, your body needs this DNA protein from cows and stuff like that. All of that does is slows your body vibration down. When you want to use your mind's eye, the mind's eye, what you call your third eye. Some people say you know, it's an extension of your heart. Your heart is your subconscious mind. Your heart is the realm of Malakut, as some know it. That's where home is, and it's green. Don't let nobody tell you that color don't matter. Color is vibration. And this system gets connected to the Earth's electromagnetic field when we vibrating on her frequency, and him and her frequency. And so we could get information from the Earth, because the Earth is a living organism. And the more clear we are, the more alkaline we are, the more we can interpret our perception of reality. The more you can create your reality when you can focus. You gotta focus. There's several exercises that shows you how to focus, because that leads into meditation. That's when you go into an alpha theta state. When you fall into an alpha theta state, that's when you can reprogram your subconscious mind with positive shit. But you gotta discipline. You gotta want to do it. You're gonna have to do it. Ain't nobody could do it for you. That's why they say that I could walk you to the door. They could show you the door, but you're gonna have to do it. Focus, baby. I'm good. I mean, did I miss something? Can I show the moon? Man, the moon is over there. And it's a little cloudy. Hold up. Huh? Nah, the moon is that way. You want to see the moon? Nah, there ain't no moon right now. It's cloudy. It's rainy season. What else did I miss, people? Tell me, did I miss something? Did we get the don't listen. how can I say this? You are the light, and you have the power over all things. If you want something to manifest, put it in your mind. See that shit. Smell it. See every angle of it. Most of the time, when you meditate, you fall into an alpha theta state. Put something in your mind over and over again, over and over again. Positive stuff over and over again. And you go into that alpha theta state. This is what we're gonna get into. This is what we're gonna get into when I'm done with my 14-day fruit fast. Give a shout out to Yada. And true, Yada jumped in and inspired me. Like, yeah, man, you know what? He inspired me. Like, yo, look, he jumped in my box. Like, I want you to do a 14-day fruit fast. Bam. Now I was like, yo, you right, man. Boom. So we on it. That's love. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who cares and shit. That's love. You feel me? So if I missed anything, you know what? I'll go back in again. You'll hit me up and let me know what I missed. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. Your thoughts create your reality. It takes positive, negative charges. An alkaline body keeps you charged up. And when you visualize it, it works like a hologram. Right? Because the way light reflects to the back of your brain. And your eyes work as a beam splitter. But you got to visualize it. What's up, Kayla? And so you need these four elements. And they cutting us short when we up in Babylon. And don't tell me it don't matter. Don't tell me Babylon is a state. Yeah, Babylon is a state of mind, right? And once you got these facts, if you're still up there, then what's good of applying the facts? If you know you need these four elements and you're not receiving those four elements as the super organic supercomputer needs to interpret reality. And if it's slowing your vibration down, people are vibration. Man, they got you. Look, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do this real quick before I go. Right? This is what they have. This is how it works, man. They put on. They give you movies, right? And they put a horror flick, and you go watch the horror movie, right? And you be like, "No, bitch, don't open that door. He's behind the door." And then when you like, what would I do, man? If that was me, man, I would. Once you say if that was me, right? And you watching this movie, and this movie got you scared, right? Oh, that movie scared the shit out of me. And the moment you say, what would I do? You already put yourself in that situation. So you just sent electrical signals to all the cells in your body of a sense of fear. So now automatically your body is producing adrenaline. Adrenaline attracts negative energy, and it closes up your cells. So just from watching a movie that scared the shit out of you, you motherfucking causing a dis-ease in your body. That's how the mind works. Same thing with music. And so they got us all messed up in, they got us by movies, television, music. You listen to enough gangster music, you listen enough shoot 'em up, then that's what you're gonna feel. You hear enough thug music, and then in a certain situation you're gonna want to be a thug. And we already saw what happens when you want to be a thug in a thug situation. So we gotta be consciously aware of our environment. We gotta be consciously aware of if you just sitting next to somebody and you mixing your electromagnetic field with that one, with someone next to you, and they're on a whole negative vibe, then the way energy works, that one will mix in with your field, and you can start playing out their thoughts, or it'll start playing out in your head, and you thinking it's your thoughts. It's wild like that. So that's why we say, hey, we gotta protect our electromagnetic field. Boom. I think I got enough in. If I missed anything, I just want to let y'all know that you are the ones, we are the ones who's going to bring down, you want to bring down, you're already bringing down Babylon by just changing the way you eat. The health industry is going to come down to a crash because you're going to you ain't going to see the doctor no more. You ain't going to need to because you're eating healthier. You ain't going to be eating meat no more. So the cow industry is they're going to go ham. But it's too late. You know why? We already have beings like Dr. Sebi, who put out all the information we need to know, and we follow that program that he put out on health. We'll be a lot more better. And that alone, since Babylon runs out money, will bring that industry down to its knees. That's how you stop them. You stop eating their shit. You give them their shit back. No, we don't want your food. No, we don't want your movies. No, we don't want it, and you give it back to them. That's how you stop that. Now, in March 26th, we all going on a vacation for a week. March 26th. Everybody in Babylon, we going on a vacation March 26th, and you're going to see what kind of power you have over the economy. Let that shit go rival. March 26th. We all going on vacation. Put in for your time right now. Put your time in right now. Put your time in right now. Bring it into your boss and be like, look, I'm going on vacation on March 26th. Yeah, I'm going to take these 3 days or these 5 days or these 2 weeks. We all going to do that shit at the same time. You're going to see how this shit going to come to a stop. Look how that stock market on that day would drop. No one came and worked. Giving back their energy, man. So I think I got all of that in, man. I think I did some extra shit in there, man. But this is how it is, man. We gotta come with it. We gotta do the right thing. We have the information out there on what we need to do. We're just gonna have to apply it. You dig? You dig? What's up, Tuma? Yo, that's how we're gonna do this shit. You know what? And we're gonna do this right. Boom, 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 boom. I love myself. Anybody got any questions, man? Hit me up. If I take too long to get to you, hold on before you nut up. Don't nut up on me that fast. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on before you nut up. Just give me a time to get back to you, man. Especially if you're trying to come out here next year in June sometime. Hold on. I love myself, man, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace to the gods.